Hi guys, I'm going to go on a quick rant because I've been thinking a lot about this and I recently saw a TikTok about this and I even made a TikTok about it. Um, and I obviously when I rant nowadays, all I need to do is like do something else to calm down and I'm kind of calm right now, but that's beside the point. Okay, so I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna kind of like I don't know. I'm gonna try my best to like break down my thought process here. Um, I understand that like maybe little children or maybe I don't care about what people in high school do. Do whatever the fuck you want, but like obviously little kids should not be having doing the do with other what I can't process that. But this is something that kind of bothers me. I guess like go ahead. No, don't even do it anymore. This needs to stop. I was gonna say like go ahead, do whatever you want, preach abstinence, as long as you're not hurt. No, like I'm so tired of, and I've never I don't think I've ever had people come to my school and kind of talk about this stuff. Um, but I've seen it enough times that or I've seen videos of it, or it just kind of bothers me that somehow magically once you become like a grown up or 18 or older, that magically having sex after or even after marriage somehow becomes okay. If you're going to preach abstinence or other other ideas that you shouldn't do this before, you shouldn't be having sex at all, or other ways of saying that. I don't know how to say it. There's other words for what I'm thinking right now, but I can't I'm too upset to talk about it. If you're going to preach that to teenagers and high schoolers, then I really then okay, then don't be a stupid hypocrite and preach abstinence to I don't know, high schoolers and not be abstinent at home. I can't stress this enough. I don't understand how you can. There are people out there, and I don't know if there are people out there still doing this. But there are people out there who preach this the only way you can be happy is if you have sex with one person and one person only, and that's the law of the land. Those are the rules, you know, you know, only obviously I think that everybody should just be wearing condoms when they have sex, no matter what you do. If you want to talk about maybe don't spread, save, don't spread STIs around and this, that, and the other thing. And I don't care if this gets me in trouble. I don't care about anything anymore. I'm just angry. And then there are other videos out there about grown ass women talking about like the different you shouldn't be having different versions of having sex. There are videos out there that are do not perform oral or what, let's just say don't even masturbate because apparently that's the bad thing. Don't do it because just don't. like okay, so if you're going to preach that, send that message out to um to teenagers or whoever you're sending that message out to, then please just don't even bother doing it at home or behind closed doors or whatever you do, and don't just say, well, I'm married or I've only been with one person for since the beginning of time, or I had sex after, or I didn't have sex before marriage, or whatever that. Don't say that nonsense back to me. I don't. That doesn't prove anything. That doesn't. What? I'm just. This whole concept of abstinence only, or like what we need to be doing, and I know this is probably obviously out in the world, but we need to teach kids about STIs, STDs, all of those things. We need to teach kids about like consent. We need to teach them about like the age of consent because that's still really important information. We need to teach them about LGBT history and what queer sex is like. We need to be teaching our kids those things, those important things. And not that, like, you cannot just go out into the world and be a stupid hypocrite and be like, oh, well, if you had sex and had a child and you're still preaching this to, like, other children, what the fuck are you doing? Like, obviously, you don't know if you're still having fun ways to have sex and you're preaching this information to other kids. That's really hypocritical and gross and disgusting. I don't know these people who are teaching this stuff, and I would love to have like a wonderful like one-on-one chat with these people because I'm still upset about it. And it's just stupid. Like, I don't, if you're going to be preaching that, you best be practicing that at home. Because, like, my throat already hurts from getting upset about this because it just makes me so angry about, like, why are companies like this still exist where grown women or men or whatever go around the world teaching humans about that we need to teach children, teenagers, everybody safe ways to have sex, obviously consensual stuff, you know um about low LGBT culture, history, LGBT sex. um Teach them the right things to do. I didn't learn any of these, like, don't do XYZ with a boy before what? And this is just on my brain, and now my voice is going. I'm just so upset. This is why I need to make YouTube videos of this nonsense, because I can't speak this shit in like 60 seconds or less. I'm so angry about nonsense like this because it's real and it's still happening. And all I want to do is just talk to these Karens out in the world that are preaching this shit and getting away with it. Like, you're not telling me that you don't practice. Like, what? What are you doing? Like, and to the people that are out in the world, saying, like, oh, maybe you should, that I, like, if I were to go out and say, oh, abstinence is the only way to I don't know, if I'm preaching abstinence and I'm practicing abstinence, then sure, maybe that's, but even then, I don't know if that's okay. Just so upset because I can't focus on anything else right now, and I needed to get my like word vomit out on into the universe. And I don't care if YouTube like takes this video down or does. I don't care about anything else anymore. I'm angry because this shit makes me angry. This shit makes me angry that we're still having to have this conversation, that people are still talking about this, that people are still like going to schools, and like, if we're gonna go to schools, we need to teach people the right stuff, the right information. All of this stuff that I mentioned before, we need to be teaching people these things, and it shouldn't have to stop after like in like high school. This kind of information needs to reach everybody because I feel like people forget this stuff. I don't know why you're forgetting basic knowledge, but I think everybody needs to be taught basic sex education. I don't know if I'm the one to teach it, but I think there are people out there that like need to hear it. almost everybody from any age needs to be taught this shit. I need to, like, eat a popsicle or something because I'm dead. I'm done. I need to go. I'm upset. I'm not happy. My voice is shot now. Thanks. I hate the internet, and I know that's a hypocritical sentence because I'm on the internet all day, every day, but I am angry and upset. And obviously, future me is going to be better than I was, but I'm gonna go breathe now. I love all of you.